Select your character. Thanks.
Welcome, and back to Grand Fandango. Last time we travelled across the underworld. We got through the forest. I guess we killed some beavers, bone beaver things, flaming bone beavers. That sounds wrong really. But we did that, made little progress, and we now have our own casino. So let us explore and see what I remember on this bit. Because so far his playthrough like
luck.
Try and remember which bit I did. Would you do this to do that?
Le numéro gagnant, le 35, noir, entre les passes, 35, black. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus.
Right. Oh, wait, we were... There we go. You got there.
My wartime communications from Salvador. He's been sending me messages like this for the last year.
Agent Calavera, I have word that you arrived in Rubalcaba safely. This is great news, as your service to the LSA may now continue. I am pleased to report the successful hatching of the eggs you liberated. The hatchlings, which Eva has named Manny and Meche, are quite healthy and eager to serve our cause. With luck, my next letter will be borne to you across the sky by these young gossamer wings of truth. For the revolution, Salvador Limones.
I'm not done reading it yet, but maybe later.
No, let's continue. We got time.
Calavera, it is indeed a great day for the revolution. Say hola to little Manny, the first enlisted messenger to serve the LSA. Please feed him some breadcrumbs and send him back quickly, so we may know that our maiden flight was a success. Manuel, I am sorry to hear that you have not heard from your Meche. You must be patient, and let your heart remain open. If it is meant to be, you will someday be reunited.
Ha! He still thinks I'm in love with her.
You are.
Manuel, we have found the head of the serpent. Using the computer access you provided us, we picked up a thread that led us to the man who corrupted the Department of Death. His name is Hector Le Mans. Once a small-time racketeer, he has grown fat and powerful by robbing the newly dead. Watch out for the name Hector Le Mans, Manuel. And be careful. Dear friend, our movement now has true momentum, and our numbers are rapidly growing. Much of this is due to our communications and intelligence systems, both of which we owe to you. In light of your contributions, I would like to announce your promotion to Special Agent status. I, Salvador Limones of the Lost Souls Alliance, salute you, Manuel Calavera. You are a great ally in this noble revolution.
Hell yeah, I am.
Great news. We've discovered a new secret talent of our tiny messengers. We don't know how they do it, but these mysterious birds can actually find their targets just by looking at a photograph of the addressee. To celebrate, Eva has made them all little berets. I'll send you some pictures. Manuel, I am troubled by reports of you buying the automat and converting it into a nightclub. It's fine for you to be comfortable in Rubalcaba for your long stay, but I pray you haven't lost sight of the larger goals. It is not this world, but the next in which our true glory lies.
I just got this one today.
Beware, Manuel, for you are in grave danger. Somehow rumor has spread on the streets of El Marro of your presence in Rubalcaba. If this information reaches Hector Le Mans, he surely will send his evil operatives after you. You must give up your search for Mercedes for the time being, and please, be out of Rubalcaba on the next ship.
I think he's exaggerating the danger a little, but I do feel pretty stupid for putting my name on the big sign.
Yeah.
Agent Calavera, I have word that you arrived en route. I am pleased to report the successful hatching. The hatchlings, which
still
Eva has named Manny and
It's in my
Meche,
head.
are quite...
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny. I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
Think she'll come in tonight?
Manny, you ask me that every night. What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say, yes, I
Yeah.
think tonight's the night.
Screenshot.
Yes, I think tonight's the night that you finally go nuts from waiting for the grand entrance of Ms. Mercedes Colomar.
Let's try that again, shall we? Think she'll come in tonight?
Yes, I think tonight's definitely the night.
Thank you. It's my fault she's out in the woods alone, you know.
If you say so, Manny.
It's been a year, man. She's clearly not there.
Bogan coming yet?
Yeah, he's down at the casino, probably enjoying his usual lucky streak.
How's the flow tonight?
We're dead tonight, Manny. Everybody's back home for the Day of the Dead, I guess. Except for the casino. The casino's hopping. Why is it that all the people who don't go home are the same people who just love to gamble?
Well, I guess when you've got nothing to go home to, you've got nothing to lose.
Yep.
Hey, we should put that over the door.
Everything okay back in the land of fur and fedoras?
Everything's in order. It's beautiful. I can't wait for people to come in and try the new system. It's so cool. Want to hear about it?
Yes. Go on.
Okay, tell me all the details about your new coat check system.
Yay! Okay, I found all these plastic tiles in the back, left over from the automat, and guess what? They all have numbers on them. So what I'm doing is, I give one to everyone who checks a code in and... Manny, you're not even listening to me. I go to all this work organizing your coats, and you don't even care.
Lupe.
Forget it. Don't pretend to care.
No, I want to hear.
Hup. Oh, I'll tell someone else about it. Someone who cares.
Please, tell me all about your new coat check system, really.
Don't patronize me, Cal.
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
Oh dear. No, don't go. There we go. Whee.
Hola.
Quiet night. Kind of. What are you playing?
Quiet
Just
night,
ask- I think we just asked all
Day
of
of the
them.
Dead ain't good for business, Chief. But last night,
It's usually the last one
remember
that's
last
like
night,
the one that
Manny?
continues it.
Oh, wait.
What's that you're playing?
Oh, this is just a little, love song for a special lady.
Sing a little bit of that song, why don't you?
Well, I only have this part. Bone wagon.
I like it. You think she'll come in tonight?
Who, my special lady?
No, Meche.
You know what, Manny? I think she will. I got a feeling tonight's the night.
You know, when we leave, I'm actually gonna miss this place.
Aw, Manny, why can't we just stay here? We got our fancy club. We got 3 squares a day. Max lets me take the bone wagon out on his kitty track once a week. Plus, we look good in these clothes.
Gladys, I can't live in this world forever. It's not where I belong. I've gotta find Meche and help her. Because if it weren't for me, she'd have been on that train a year ago.
Okay, Manny.
Nope. Fuck. I thought it was done then. He just sort of just froze. So it was sort of, oh, done. No, apparently not.
Ah, Amarillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes. Yes, I better take this with me for safekeeping.
Let's have a drink.
Well, maybe just a sip.
I think he actually burps gold at some point.
Not while they're losing. You know, some people say you should always walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
Mind if I sit down, Charlie?
Of course not, Manny. I mean, it is your club, right?
Right.
Yeah, why you
So
here?
what are you doing in it? Didn't I tell you not to come back until you can pay your bar tab?
Oh, or they kicked me out of that cat track for printing fake betting stubs. So now I have to come here, Manny, which I love,
By the way, you're probably wondering what is this? It's literally
Chowchilla Charlie.
it's
Oh,
directors.
yes.
That
Uh,
name
like,
comes from an actual
develop,
person
like,
I know who
commentary
was
in it.
from Chowchilla, which no one remembers anymore. But when
Yeah, I really should turn it off because I'm not actually going to listen to it through the thing. Off. Just then it's not always on the top of the screen. Though I don't know why they didn't put the symbol there, right on there, because it just takes up the screen.
How did you print fake betting stubs?
With this. Isn't she beautiful? The last time I was incarcerated, I shared a cell with the most dishonest con man I ever met. He was strictly small time, and I managed to steal this from him quite easily.
Thanks. You never know when this may come in handy.
Hey, give that back to me, Manny.
Maybe once you settle your bar tab, eh, Charlie?
Oh, Manny.
What else can you counterfeit?
Nothing. Anything.
So can you make passports?
Manny, you still think like a living man in so many ways. No soul needs a passport. We are all citizens of the same nation, and our king rides a pale horse.
So no passports?
No. No, that little hologram is so tricky, you know?
How about driver's licenses?
Sure.
I apologise, I'm
Just
sniffy recently.
give me a recent picture.
Sinus
50
issues.
bucks
If you
in
watch my
about 2
streams,
weeks, okay?
you'll know I've got like
When I think of something I need,
I've
I'll
got
come
like a
back.
inflamed sinus.
I'm
Not
not
sinus,
wishing
but
well,
sinus, so
Manny.
It's an annoying thing, especially when you you're making videos and stuff. So if it does bother you, I apologise.
That's a nice suit. Where'd you steal it?
Manny, if you learn to play the odds like Chowchilla Charlie, then maybe you too can have a suit this fine someday.
Why aren't you over at the roulette tables?
The roulette is for lonely widows and Frenchmen. Why don't you get some slot machines, Manny? Everybody, old women, little children, they all love slot machines. And I have a system, an infallible system
why we
for
don't have them.
beating them.
I'll think about it.
I can tell when you're just humoring me, you know?
All my friends are lonely widows and Frenchmen.
Except me, Manny. I'm here to keep you sane.
Tell me your system, Charlie.
I can't tell you my secrets, just this.
Magnet.
You have to
think that's what was
become
in the James
one
Bond
with the
movie.
bandit, Manny. You have to get inside the machine and make it want to pay.
On second thought, stay away from my roulette tables. I think slot machines attract an undesirable element.
Oh, well, we're all undesirable, Manny.
Yeah, but your credit's no good to boot. Well, I've got a club to run, so...
Oh, yes. Please, Manny. Get on with your glamorous life.
Oh, I will. Right. Let's leave town, or leave this cafe.
Meche?
Manny, help me. I've been lost for so long. Why didn't you look for me?
I did. You ran off. Why?
Because you said I was no good. I've been all alone in the world for a whole year. And it's all because of you!
Ugh. I understand why most birds have bone thing, but this one actually has whip-like feathers. We have to go. So close.
This gonna be an annual thing with you, Manny? Every Day of the Dead, you toss your bones into the drink and I fish 'em out?
I don't
No.
plan to be around that long, Velasco. As soon as I find out where that ocean liner's going, I'm after it.
Ha ha! That ship's going to Puerto Zapato. That's the other side of the world. Ain't no ships going out that way but the old Limbo here, but...
But nothing. If the Limbo's my only hope, then I'm already on board.
Well, good luck, son. That's all I got to say.
Look at the moon.
It shone pale as bone as I stood there alone, and I thought to myself how the moon that night cast its light on my heart's true delight, and the reef where her body was strewn.
Cool. Alright. Let's find out some information about this place.
All right, so I'm ready to sail.
On what?
On the Limbo, man. Let's go.
Manny, the Limbo's not a passenger ship. She's small cargo, son. And every hand on board works.
What's going on in that bottle? A tugboat?
This happens to be a perfect scale replica of the SS Lumbago. I'm just having a little trouble getting the walking beam to fit in the neck here.
That's funny, because a lumbago is usually more of a problem in the lower back than the neck.
Yeah,
Nothing.
That's funny.
I'll work.
What are your skills?
Sales and restaurant management.
Oh, hey, there is one opening on the Limbo's crew.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's in the engine room. And your buddy Glottis would be perfect for it, but he'd have to get his own tools.
Okay, if I get Glottis some tools, can we board?
He can, yes. No offense, Manny, but there's just no place for you aboard the Limbo. She's fully manned already. In fact, her whole crew's on board, ready to sail at dawn. Except for that one guy.
Which one?
Who's the one guy who hasn't boarded yet?
Yeah, well, Seaman Naranja's a little late, but he'll be here before they sail.
What job did Naranja have?
He ran the galley.
Aha! Restaurant management.
Yeah, it's similar to what you're doing now, except the fish is fresher on the Limbo.
What if Naranja doesn't show up? I can fill his spot, right?
Manny, you're not even in the Maritime Union.
I know that, and you know that, but we're two guys who can keep secrets, right?
Glottis is exempt, but the captain will ask for your card. And if you don't have one, they'll serve you to the sharks like chum. And what's worse, I'll get fined. It's a tough union, boy, and I don't mess with them.
What kind of tools does Glottis need?
Authentic CB equipment only.
Where do I get authentic CB equipment?
Why don't you ask a CB? Afraid of getting stung?
Let me get this straight. If I get Glottis some tools,
then I can get him a job on the Limbo.
And if Seaman Naranja doesn't show up for work,
but he will,
and I get a Maritime Union card,
which you'll never get,
then I can sail on the Limbo in the morning.
Jeez. I guess so.
Suppose.
Where do you think Naranja is?
Probably home selecting recipes for the trip.
I'd better go finish packing.
Aye, you do that, son.
Where do we need to go? I'm trying to think where we need to go next. Right. There is a slight order to it. Let's go down there first.
Look, this crowd doesn't go much
Shit.
for souvenir pictures, except
I
maybe
think
of
we can
Lenin.
start here.
Manny, I'm on a stakeout. I'm gonna prove to Maximino once and for all that Olivia's no good for him.
Still hung up on Max, eh? Take my advice, Angel. Forget about him. He's a gambling racketeer.
Like you.
Oh, that hurts, baby.
It's true.
Shh. Here they come.
Come on, sugar. How about a kiss for the road?
Oh, ick.
Don't let me down, Nick. You're a lawyer. You're not supposed to have feelings.
I don't, but I know a good tart when I see one. Hey! If Maximino sees that, we're going to end up in matching terracotta pots.
Don't be silly. He wouldn't hurt me. He loves me.
Oh dear.
Manny, at last we're alone. Tell me, how are the bourgeoisie?
Fine. How's Max?
Oh, Gramps, don't start.
What are you doing with a snake like Nick?
I'd lay it on you, Manny, but I don't think you'd get it.
Sure.
Messing around with your boyfriend's lawyer is pretty dangerous.
Oh, maybe I was wrong. You do get it.
Oh my.
Open mic night seems like a big hit.
It always takes those timid souls a while to get up the nerve.
So dark in
A
it.
little dark in here, don't you think?
Dark and cold, like the hearts of men.
Maybe it would help if you went up there and started things rolling.
Me.
Oh, Manny, read poetry in my own club? That would be like this whole place was just a big temple set up to worship me.
I mean,
Oh, come.
Okay. Alive, we slept. Life's just some rapid eye movement. In a warm, cozy bed. Buried, we wake. The flesh dream is over, Daddy. Now that we're all crazy dead.
click, 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 click.
That was great.
Yeah, but that's the last one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm a little worried about Lola.
That's because she's doomed, Manny. She fell in love with Maximino. That's the one mistake I never made.
You think Nick would hurt her?
Only if he finds her, and take it from me. He's not good at finding things.
Hey, how about another poem?
Okay, no, okay,
Okay,
oh, like I'm gonna
ashes
go,
to
oh, which one to
ashes,
choose, but
to
they'll just end up
ashes,
being.
to ashes,
They'll
to
end up being like.
ashes, to
You have to ask them all anyway.
To ashes, to ashes, to me. To ashes, to ashes, to ashes, to ashes.
Okay. To ashes, to ashes, to ashes, to ashes.
That was great.
Yeah, but that's the last one.
You know, I'm thinking of buying this place.
Really? I thought about buying yours for a while, but then I just decided to ask my boyfriend Max to buy it for me.
You can have it. I'm leaving town.
Manny, you sound so exciting all of a sudden. Why are you
Why'd you
leaving
keep
town?
stuttering?
Johnny Law, baby. You see, I'm a grifter. I'm bad news.
Yeah, right. You're running after that ghost chick everyone says you're still so uptight about. Well, I have a poem I wrote just for you. Pay attention because it's pretty short. Here it goes. Ch
Well, catch you later,
See you
hip
later.
chick.
Keep practicing that lingo, man. You'll get it.
What you doing?
Just a dab will drop you. Hey, man, you didn't see me put the secret ingredient in these coffin shooters, did you?
Relax. Olivia stole the recipe from me in the first place.
Yeah, she steals from the rich and gives to me to poor.
Poor. Maybe I can steal from here.
Let the waiter clean up after himself. I don't get the feeling those cleaning supplies are used much around here. Nothing in the dishwasher. The sink is full of dirty hookah water.
Get out with. Let's go. And gone. Weak.
don't you see? When the government fades away, so will our troubles.
Ah, nonsense. We will always need some armed force to fight off the return of capitalism.
That sort of fascist thinking is as dead as you are, comrade. When we get rid of all the guns, that's when people will begin to self-police. And the public opinion alone will keep them from committing crimes.
Hola, trust funders.
Hey, look who's making the scene. It's Manny Calavera, the up, the down, the backside of the nouveau riche.
Beat it, dinner jacket. We're talking about things you wouldn't understand, like truth and beauty.
Uh-huh. Now, would this interest you? Wait.
Calavera, it is indeed a... Say hola, please feed him some breadcrumbs and send him back quick.
Hey, did I ever tell you guys that you remind me of my friend, Salvador Limones?
Salvador Limones is a fairy tale, a spook story the man tells the masses as he puts them to sleep.
Idiot! Salvador Limones is a very real and a very great man.
Yes.
He also writes a mean letter.
What is this? I, Salvador Limones, salute you, Manuel Calavera?
A great ally in this noble revolution.
You really know Salvador Limones?
Yeah, maybe.
What's he like?
Why didn't you tell us you were a freedom fighter, Manuel?
I can't talk about my underground gig, man, where I put the whole scene in Dangerville.
Wow.
Heavy.
Hey, I've got a split, so,
Viva la revolucion. Oh, man.
Can I take the book?
would you cats mind if I dug on this book for a while?
Knock yourself out, brother.
I can't remember what it is. Can I do this? I wonder if they'll actually click, because they usually don't click
Testing.
until you tell that.
Testing.
Yeah, they usually, if you just do it without talking to them first, they just stay silent.
Good
And
evening.
then,
I like
Olivia-
to read a poem.
Is Olivia? She comes in and just starts doing exactly the same thing, and she gets a click.
Weak.
Clam bake. Explosion. Bang. Interness. Does he hear? Hear. And what's worse, can you see what I'm smelling? The center. Hurting. Grotesque. And tomorrow? And forever. I am severely touched. The end.
We hear you, Daddy.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's see what we've got. What we got.
Labor Organization and Revolt Made Easy. Chapter 1. The workers shall control the means of production. Ooh, better not show that to Glottis. Labor Organization
Okay,
and the workers shall control the means of production. Ooh, better not show that to Glottis.
Let's go up top. Skip, because it just literally just shows she's gone up there, so we don't really need to watch that. Let's go and explore some more.
Late.
I hate when it doesn't give you a clue when you're like supposed to. Like,
I can't
click or
sleep
not.
with
Like, you
John
accidentally
Doe's
clicked
on the slab, Manny. If I don't ID these rose gardens tonight, I won't be ready for the two that come in tomorrow. And before you know it, I'm up to my ass in azaleas.
Digging through flower beds is Membrillo's job, not mine.
Membrillo. Technically,
Hey, the new blimp is already in full operation.
technically, well,
Let's
I
just
mean,
hope they fill it with something non-flammable this time.
there is in the files. That was in the old files. Don't know if it's in the remaster. There's actually an inside for this. There's an inside for I think this one or another screen. needs this one. It's actually got internals like a background and stuff like that, but it's never used.
Well, Manny Calavera, you never come up here to see me anymore.
Well, I thought you could use the company with everybody gone for the Day of the Dead.
In that case, Manny, why don't you stick around until 6? That's when I get off.
Because it's time for me to end. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.